Telephone conversation between Volodymyr Zelensky and Joe Biden lasted more than an hour and a half. The heads of state discussed Ukrainian reforms, de-oligarchization, economic and energy challenges, as well as the issues of security. The key topic of the talks was the situation on Ukrainian border. The first international talk of the year with President of the United States proves the special nature of our relations. Joint actions of Ukraine, USA and partners in keeping peace in Europe, preventing further escalation, reforms, de-oligarchization were discussed. We appreciate the unwavering support of Ukraine. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky in Twitter. The presidents also discussed diplomatic efforts for the Minsk and Normandy formats. Joe Biden supported the Ukrainian sovereignty and territorial integrity. The negotiations are necessary in general. They show that Ukrainian problems are resolved with the involvement of Ukraine. Our position is heard, and Biden separately noted that nothing about Ukraine will be decided without Ukraine. The main topic of the conversation was security along the Russian-Ukrainian border. Joe Biden assured that the United States and its allies will take decisive measures if Russia starts an invasion in Ukraine. Experts believe that Russia can be disconnected from the SWIFT interbank system. They will also ensure political isolation and impose sanctions against Putin and those in his orbit. America is ready to do this. The question is whether Europe is ready. Therefore, over the past few months, American diplomats have been actively working with the European capitals in order to bring them up to the same level, in order to get their promise, a consent to also support those sanctions. And as far as we understand, there is an understanding that they will also support those sanctions. Despite the support of the international community, Ukraine records an increase in the number of shelling in Donbas. This was stated by head of the Ukrainian president's office, Andriy Yermak. Ukraine and the United States are going to take all possible measures to prevent further escalation. And I want to add that it is extremely important to continue verification work, because we are recording more and more ceasefire violations. Andriy Yermak, head of the office of the President of Ukraine. Following the conversation between Biden and Zelensky, meeting of the Ukraine-NATO Commission will soon take place. Also, this week, separate meetings of political advisors to the leaders of the Normandy Four are expected in various formats. Representatives of France and Germany are set to meet with a representative of the Russian side. After that, negotiations with Ukraine will take place. At the same time, German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock will discuss Russian aggression against Ukraine with the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. The talks will take place on January the 5th in Washington, D.C. Reported by Vadim Kromer and Vlada Tsurkan, UATV News.